Quizizz is a creative software company used in class, group works, pre-test reviews, exams, unit tests, and impromptu tests. It allows students and teachers to be online at the same time. It uses a quiz-style teaching and learning method where a user answers questions in a series independently and contents with other users on the same quiz. Students can use Quizizz on any electronic device and browse similar to laptops, iPads, and smartphones. Quizizz can be used as a check tool that reveals how the students know about the material. Teachers can use Quizizz to assign students homework.
So I will explain about the benefit of quizzes itself. So educational technology can also be viewed as a gamification technique. It is using the way of creating games into learning and teaching areas. So like Kahoot, So Creative, iClicker, and of course Quizzes are the examples of a gamification technique. Educations are frequently using quizzes in the class to creating occasionally tests and it increases students' participations. There is research about gamifications technique may increase students' motivations and engage in classroom. Let's see some research about these quizzes. First is the Polytechnic Muazzam Shah Pahang in Malaysia. Students who are database design subject are divided into two groups where one is using quizzes throughout the entire semester, another group of use it only particular events. The final observations of this study reveals that those students who use quizzes over the semester are more engaged and motivated. Wow, such a good and very useful for learning tools. And it is far away from the one who not using quizzes. And at the end, at the same time, some students are taking the initiative in reviewing and knowledge because the students want to be the best. They are aggressive and competitive according to the research from Bina Nusantara University. Researchers are only looking for the impacts of computer science. Students who are in undergraduate level, they definitely believe that educational technology like quizzes, which is a good way to keep students motivated and students are able to increase their interest in learning and get better.
Alright, so I'm going to explain the tutorial on how to make a quiz. Alright, so really quickly up at the top, this is the search bar where you can search for things in your library or in the public library. On the left side, that's where you have your data, reports, and your settings, and then in this middle area will be the folders and the different quizzes that you've already made. So first off is, if you haven't made any before, one thing that I suggest doing is just doing a quick search of the library just to see what types of quizzes are already there. So say for instance I'm teaching a civic course and I'm teaching a lesson on, say, Congress, so I can type that into the top here. And in my library you can see that there aren't any existing quizzes on Congress, but what I'll do is I'll change this drop down. I'll go to the quizzes library to do that same research, and then a ton of existing quizzes that I've already been made on Congress show up, and they're usually filtered by the number of times they played, but then you get a quick overview of the questions that are there. And if you like it, you can save it to your library and then also edit and make a copy of it yourself. So I'll show you guys what it looks like in a second. You can also create your own quiz from scratch. Alright, so if you want to go and create your own quiz, on the top left you click create button and choose this quiz option. So just quickly go through the features and then show you how you pull an existing template to turn into a quiz. So once you get into your quiz, you have a few different options here. You can create several different examples of questions, so you can have multiple choice, checkbox, fill in the blank, pull questions, open any questions, and also there's a slide version if you just want to add in some content. So just show you what some of this will look like. It's pretty straightforward. You have your question, your extra options, but another couple of things that it has here an ability to add math equations and the ability to add in media. So if I want to add in a picture, audio, or video in the background, this screen pops up, gives me that option. So for instance, if I had a question on the Bill of Rights, I want to add an image that will go along with the question options. The other thing that you'll notice is on the bottom there are topic tags, and there's a way to adjust the length of time that students have to answer the question. And the other nice thing is that for each question you can have an answer explanation, so you can actually add that towards the bottom, which will appear for your students once they answer the question. Next, I'm going to show you how you would actually assign this to your students. So I'm going to my library. I'll go to the American government game that I created, and you have a few different options. One is if you're going to do this live in class. So when you have a live class session, like say you're doing it in person, or if you're doing it through a Zoom call or Google Meet or some other type of conference platform, you have a couple of options within the live mode itself. The first is a classic, so that's where students actually go in, you launch the quiz, they go through at their own pace, and then you will see the leaderboard in live results on your screen. The other option is you control the pace so that everybody advances through each question together simultaneously. So even though they're on their own device answering the questions, you would control the pace of every question. The other option, and this is the one I'm going to show you live how to do, is the assign. And what you would do here is you would actually choose the deadline for it if you choose to have a deadline. If you want no deadline, you just click there. And then once you click the assign button, it's going to give you a share link, so you can share directly to Google Classroom if you're using that as the main platform for your class, or you can just grab the link. That's an easy way to do it. The third option is to share that link with your students, and then they would enter that join the code.
Here's the student point of view. So first, I'm just going to copy the link and show you what it would like from the student's viewpoint. Alright, so here's I just entered that link, the game, and I am answered as if I were a student. So this is what it would be from the student viewpoint. I have a few different options here. There is a red loud, music, sound effect, and etc. And I can just, yes, I will put my name, and that I've started the game. If I was doing it live, it could have other players jumping on him, but this is just the demos, we're just going to start game. And yeah, you can see now the questions up top. If there was any media involved with the question, it would be here as well. Then I would be choose on the bottom with the correct answer is. So I am just going to true answer a few questions. So all done. So right, once you've done the game, is going to give the students a quick summary of their presentation, correct, also with some states at the bottom, as you can see, regarding the average time per questions and their strikes, as well as the correct answer and a quick review of all the questions from the quizzes. So that's all maybe from us. Thank you so much for watching these videos. I hope this will be the best solutions for teachers to create more fun in the classroom, and this has become another learning tools for them to make them easier as well, because technology becomes so very fast improving. And yeah, thank you so much for watching.